Hello, bookish friends. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Drew, and this is Drew's Ambitious Reading. And for today's video, I am very excited. I'm coming at you with a gigantic February TBR. If you don't know, TBR stands for To Be Read Pile, and so I don't have to get to everything in here. A lot of these are theme reads I have. I have a theme going on, I won't say what, but it is Black History Month as well. And so I have a couple books by Black authors that I want to read. And so we'll see how it goes. I don't have to read everything in this stack. Like I said, I am participating in Buzzword with Books and Lala. She's doing positive happy words in her titles for Buzzword, and then TBR knockout challenges. I don't remember what those are. Let me see if I can find it on my phone real quick. TBR knockout. So February is the theme of sweets. One challenge is to read a book that involves friendship, which I have a book in this stack for that. And then the second one is read a book with sweets in the title or on the cover. And I have a couple books for that as well. Anyways, let's get started because I feel like this is going to be a long video. So grab a snack, grab a drink, or a blanket, and let's just talk about books, shall we? So the first thing I want to talk about are my two current reads. One of them is a carryover from January because I never finished it because I felt slumpy while reading this. Also, before I start, it's currently windy and rainy at the same time right now. So if you hear the wind and rain, that's pretty cool if you can hear it. So, Angel, stop, go away. Angels at my door. Anyways, let's get started. So my two current reads, one's a library book, the other's a reread for me that I carried over from January because I felt very slumpy. And so the first one out of my current reads is my reread of The Assassin's Blade by Sarah J. Maas. As you can see, I am more than halfway through, so I should be able to finish this tonight maybe, because these are short stories. I am on the fourth short story, and then hopefully I'll finally be done with this, because I've been reading this book literally all month of January, and it's kind of making me mad that it's taking it this long. I am doing a reread of all of Sarah J. Maas's book of From the Throne of Glass to ACOTAR all the way up to Crescent City with my friend Lori. It's called Binge series read along. I'll leave Lori and my announcement video down below. We started with The Assassin's Blade in the month of January, and then I also am going to talk about the other two books that I'm reading for the readathon, so hopefully I'll like this one. I'll finish this one up tonight, if not, probably tomorrow morning. And so, yeah, hopefully soon I'll finish this, because I'm honestly tired of looking at it. The next book is a library book that I just checked out yesterday. Yeah, yesterday, and I started it this morning because I woke up not feeling well, so I decided to listen to an audiobook that I knew I was going to love because this is narrated by Steve West, and so I started listening to Wild Lore Book 3, The Everstorm by Amanda Foody. The reason why I'm reading this one is because A, it's been forever since I've read a middle grade, and B, Book 4, The Night Compass, comes out in March, so I have next month to wait. So I really miss this universe and I wanted to read more of it, so I was like, let me pick up book 3 from my library. I was gonna buy it at Barnes & Noble, but I never found a copy when I went there twice in January, which is so weird. So I have the library copy and I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm only like 3 chapters in, but this is gonna be my audiobook for the weekend. Next 3 books I have are for my reading challenges. Every month I try and pick out 3 reading challenges from my reading challenges jar that I have here. And so I picked out 3 challenges. So the first one I have is, let me show you. First one I got was read a first book in a series. That's probably backwards for you guys, but it's read a first book in a series. And I am buddy reading this with everybody in my Creates book club group chat. Yes, sorry, words are hard for me today. I'm buddy reading this with Jeff, Lori, Sydney, and Jessica. I'll leave everybody I mentioned down below. But we are buddy reading Powerless by Lauren Roberts in the month of February. I am so excited for this. I have a perfect like annotation tab color for this book, so I'm excited to annotate this. This has been getting a lot of hype here on Bookstagram, on Book Talk and BookTube as well. So hopefully I'll get to this one. I definitely want to try and prioritize this one because last month I only read one of my 3 reading challenges from last month. Spoiler alert for my January wrap up. Don't know too much about this. It's supposedly the Hunger Games if they had powers, and there was a trial and tribulation thingy happening here. So I don't know too much, but I'm pretty excited to start this one soon. And then the next challenge is to read a new release from November 2023. I think I made that like in the month of November last year. I know this one came out in the month of November, and that's What the River Knows by Isabel Ibanez. I know my friend Lori and I are supposed to be buddy reading this, so maybe I'll read this. I also mentioned this in my readathon TBR, so I definitely need to get to this one soon. And I was actually pretty happy I was able to put this on my TBR because if I didn't, I knew I wasn't gonna read it. So hopefully Lori and we love this one. And this is a first book in a new series, so I'm excited to see what I think about this book. I am sad that this is a Wednesday book title though, so I kind of can't really talk about it too much. I feel like every time I film, I have like a runny nose or something. I don't know. The next challenge is to read an adult thriller, and I looked at my stack just to make sure, and I was like, I don't have any adult thrillers. And then I looked at my book haul stack from January, and I was like, oh, I have the perfect book I want to read for this challenge. And so that is The Fury by Alex Michaelides. This is his newest book that just came out in the month of January. I am super stoked for this. He's the author of The Silent Patient, which I read and loved. I 5-starred that one. So hopefully I'll get around to reading this one in the month of February. I was supposed to read it in the month of January, but I never did. So once again, super short adult thriller. Hopefully I'll get to it. Okay, I don't know where to start. I have a too big stack next to me, so I'm just going to start with some finales that I have of series. So the first one, if you guys spoil me of what happened in this book, I will be super duper mad and I might block you. Please do not put any spoilers for any of these series finales in the comments, please. I will be really upset. I'm starting this one tonight because I just annotated just in my annotation key, and I just tabbed up the pages to see how long it will take me to read it. But I'm starting the Behemoth House of Flame and Shadows. I'm so excited that I have my copy. You guys have no clue. I'm going to be physically reading this. I was going to get the audiobook, but I was remembering that I physically read books 1 and 2, and I absolutely loved it that way. So hopefully I'll start this tonight. And like I said, I tabbed up my pages, and it will take me 8 days, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 days to read it. So if I start it tonight, I should be finished with it by Tuesday next week, maybe. We'll see. I hear it's an amazing installment, and I think this is the finale of the Crescent City universe, but I'm not too sure. I know Sarah J. Maas teased there will be new books in the work, so that's very exciting. Angel, go away. The next series I have is also a finale, and I definitely want to read this in the month of February, and that is Destroy the Day by Bridget Kimmer. Bought this the day it came out. Super excited. I haven't shown this off in a book haul yet, so hopefully I'll show it in my January book haul. But look, it's signed by Bridget Kimmer. I'm so excited. I just recently, spoiler alert for all my videos, I just recently read Defend the Dawn. Absolutely loved it. I'll talk more about that in my January wrap up. And then I'm hoping to start this one very, very soon. So we'll see how this one goes. So I don't know too much, but I'm a little nervous and scared for this finale. another finale that I'm nervous for and also a little scared to read. And this is sadly a Wednesday book title as well. I do have my annotation tabs if I wanted to annotate it with these beautiful colors. And so this book that I'm talking about is Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross. This is the second and final book in this duology. I love book one. I read it back in June of last year. It's one of my favorite books of 2023. I still need to film that video. Oh my gosh, I have so many videos to film for you guys. Anyways, very excited for this finale of a duology. Hopefully I'll wrap up this series this month. And then lastly, for the series finales, I have 2 books by the same author because I haven't read book 4 yet, and book 5 just came out Tuesday of February 6th. And so I need to read Be With Me by Jessica Casolo. This is the 4th installment of the She's With Me universe. And then I just recently bought Belong With Me by Jessica Casolo. So hopefully I can binge read this contemporary series and also buddy read these with my friend Taylor. Because my friend Taylor has Belong With Me, or sorry, my friend Taylor has Be With Me, but she doesn't have Belong With Me. So hopefully she'll get her copy of Belong With Me. I got this super early at Barnes & Noble, and I'm pretty stoked to see how this series will end. So for buzzword, for read a book with positive words in the title, my friend Cindy and I are going to be buddy reading Happy Place by Emily Henry. I am so excited to read this. As you guys know, my mom bought me this book last year, and I just never got around to reading it, and I'm so sad because everybody has been raving about this book. So hopefully I'll read it this month, and I feel like it's the perfect month to read this book in. So let's hope it's all happy and cute like I think it will be. So, Sydney, I can't wait for our buddy read. Next is for the TBR Tackle Challenge. And so one of the challenges, like I said, was to read a book with sweet in the title or on the cover. So for me, I found Sweet and Bitter Magic by Adrienne Tooley. This is one of my Owlcrate books. Look at the purple edges. I love it. This is a YA fantasy standalone novel, I think, because I don't think there's a sequel to this. This has been sitting on my shelf for quite a while, so when I saw the challenge from Mel, I was like, oh, I can actually read this book finally. And I've been reading a lot of my Owlcrate books lately, and I've been loving them, so I was like, ooh, maybe I'll get this one off my list. As soon as the challenges for February came out, I thought of this book right away, and that is The Kingdom of Sweets by Erica Johansson. This is a Book of the Month edition that I have from Book of the Month, obviously. And this is a Nutcracker retelling story, so curious about that. So it's not really like a February book, but it will work for one of my tackle challenges that Mel does. So hopefully I'll read this one or Sweet and Bitter Magic. I have a couple before I forget, because I know I will forget. The other challenge was to read a book with friendship in it, and so when I Google searched fantasy books with friendship in it, this was the first one on that list. And so Lori and I are going to be buddy reading Trust of the Emerald Sea by Brandon Sanderson. I've been seeing a lot of people really loving this lately, so I'm pretty excited to start this one. I just checked out the audiobook from my Hoopla account, so very stoked for that. I love Brandon Sanderson's writing, so I know I'm going to love this one. I'm just shocked that I haven't read this one yet, because I think I bought this a couple days after the release date of this one, so we'll see how it goes. But I've been hearing nothing but amazing things about Tress of the Emerald Sea. So Lori, let's start this soon. Speaking of Lori, we are going to try and buddy read All My Rage by Saba Tahir. We were supposed to read this last year, never got to it, so hopefully in the month of February I can read this. Then, if you can sense my theme here in a little bit, I will like to see what you guys think. But I have a couple YA contemporary books I want to get to because it's month of February. So the first one I have here is With and Without You by Emily Webley and Austin Sigma Broca. Again, I got this book sent to me from Penguin Teen, and I sadly haven't got around to reading it last year, and I'm really bummed because I really was anticipating this one. So again, hopefully the month of February will make me want to read romances again, because it's been a minute since I've read a YA romance. Along the lines, Penguin Teen also sent me this book. I'm so sorry, you guys. But that is Right Where I Left You by Julian Winters. I think I will love this book because it's a male-male romance story. And once again, Penguin Teen sent me this book, and I sadly haven't read it yet. So I'm going to have my redemption month in February of reading all my books that Penguin Teen have sent me. So hopefully future me can read this one. Also, the cover is just so pretty and so cute. I love it. So hopefully I'll read it, and yeah, we'll see. I don't know too much about it except it's a male-male romance story, and we love that in this household. So yeah. I have 2 arcs I need to get to. These will be out by the time this video is up, but I still need to read them. And that's The Absent Underground by Jamie Paquin. I'm so sorry. This is a YA fantasy standalone that is Moulin Rouge meets Holly Black in a sapphic friends to enemies lover story. So very stoked. This comes out February 6th. Along the same line, this one also is out February 6th, and that is Infinite Alchemist by Kaysen Calendar. I actually started this one last night to see how I feel about it, and I'm already 4 chapters into this, so I guess this should have been in my currently reading stack, but I kind of forgot about it. Oh, I almost forgot my TBR picks. My 3 TBR jar picks that I have is 7 Faceless Saints by M.K. Loeb. My friend Lori bought this for me last year. Thank you, Lori. And then I also got Sherwood by Megan Spooner for my TBR jar. So very excited for this. This is a Robin Hood retelling from a female's point of view, I think. And last but not least, on my TBR jar pick, I got Star Wars The High Republic Cataclysm by Lydia King. Super excited to continue my High Republic journey that I have going on. Words are hard. Speaking of the High Republic, I want to move on to Star Wars The High Republic Path of Vengeance by Kevin Scott. I hear this is the saddest book in Phase 2, so I'm a little nervous for that. And then I want to reread book 1 before reading book 2. And my friend Sydney just bought me book 3, so you'll see that in my January book haul. But I want to reread Of Curses and Kisses by Senan Minin. This is a Beauty and the Beast retelling set at a boarding school. And then I want to move on to Of Princes and Promises. I hate how there's a cover change. Like, look at this. I hate it. But hopefully I'll love this series. I loved book 1. I think I gave it 4 stars. So hopefully I'll continue on with this trilogy now that it's completed. And then I don't have to read all of these, but I would like to get to some of these. These are books by Black author that I have on my TBR shelf. So I don't have to get to all of these, but some. Witches Steeped in Gold by Cinnamon Smart. Blood Scion by Deborah Filali. House of Marion by J.L. A Psalm or Storm in Silence by Roseanne A. Brown. Maya and the Lord of Shadows. I might get to this one in the month of February because this is the finale of the trilogy. This is by Raina Barron. Another short one that I might get to in February is The Everlasting Rose by Danielle Clayton, book 2 of the Bells trilogy. Another short one I have is The Vanquishers by Kaylin Barron. And last but not least, I have The Black Kids by Christina Hammond Reeds. And then just a couple more books to get to before the end of this video. I have a couple adult romances I want to get to. So I have Love at First Set by Jennifer Dugan, my only Jennifer Dugan book I have unread. And this will be perfect for the month of February. Also perfect for the month of February is By the Book by Jasmine Guillory, another Beauty and the Beast retelling. But this is a adult romance this time. And then, like I mentioned in the beginning of my video, I am going to be rereading the Thorn and Glass series with my friend Lori. So I need to read Thorn and Glass in the month of February and then Crown of Midnights in the month of February. So there you have it. That is everything on my ambitious TBR. I'm nervous for this, but I would like to read at least 10 of these books maybe because there's a lot of books here. So I'm gonna go clean up my room now, and I'll talk to you guys later. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, turn your notification on so you don't miss any new videos coming from me every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I'll talk to you guys down in the comments below. And happy reading. Bye, guys. Hello, bookish friends. I'm here to do a quick update on my TBR video. I realized that when I was talking about my TBR tackle challenge, which is different from the TBR knockout prompts that Melanie from Completely Mel does. This is TBR tackle challenge. I leave their Instagram account down below. They do these challenges every single month. Last month I completed 3 challenges out of the 6 I think they get every month. Let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. There's 5 challenges each month, and I did 3 out of the 5. So not too bad. I should have done all 5, but again, one of the books I picked last month was super big. Anyways, I have my sticky note right here because I had to write them down, and then I completely forgot about them. So I'm going to talk about them right now, and then after I talk about them, I can throw this sticky note away. Anyway, so the first challenge we have for the month of February is title that starts with the letter F or S. And for me, I decided to do F because this is a book I really wanted to get on my February TBR, but it never made it until now. And so I'm hoping I can read Feybound by Sarah Al-Arifi, I think is the author's name. I probably butchered that. Look at this beautiful cover. This is a adult fantasy first book in a new series, so I'm super excited for that. Hopefully I will love it. I've been hearing nothing but amazing things about this author. She's the author of the Final Strife trilogy, so the Ending Fire trilogy actually, and the first book is the Final Strife. The second one is the Battle Drum. I have not read that series yet, but I hear nothing but amazing things about that book. But now also that this is out, I hear nothing but amazing things about this book as well. And I bought this at Barnes & Noble in the month of January. I think I bought this the day it came out, so that's pretty cool. So this is definitely brand new to me, and I just can't wait to read this. And hopefully I will love this one because I got it for 50% off, so yay. Then the next challenge I don't have, so future me would have to put a cover in. But the next challenge is to read a book by a Black author. I have so many options that I can choose from, but the one that I'm super excited to read the most, and I have my pre-order arriving next week, so hopefully you'll see an unboxing of it in a vlog soon. But that is The Eternal Ones by Naomi Forna. This is the 3rd and final book of this trilogy. The first book is The Gilded Ones, which I read because of Owlcrate, and oh my goodness, the cliffhanger in book 2, which is the Merciless one. Whoo, I am dying to read this one. And also, cool thing about this book trilogy is I met Naomi Forna when The Gilded Ones came out, and book 2 was coming out last summer, or not last summer, but the year that book 2 was coming out. So I was able to talk to Naomi about The Gilded Ones and to see if she can give us a little tease for book 2. She gave me a little tease for book 2, but I don't think I filmed it because I was too nervous about it. If I did film it, I'll leave it up above or down below. But yeah, The Eternal Ones is the 3rd and final book of this trilogy. And I believe my friend Jessica and I are going to be buddy reading this one because she also loves this trilogy. Next prompt is time jump. This one was actually really hard for me, and I generally don't read books with time jumps in it. But when I did a Google search on my computer, I was like, YA fantasy / sci-fi books with time jumps in it, and this book came across that list, and I'm so happy because this is a TBR challenge I have for myself, or it's a TBR jar pick. Sorry, too many TBR stuff. So this will double up for me this month. So for time jump, I am using Cataclysm by Lydia King. This is the next installment of the High Republic series. I am super behind on the series, so please do not spoil me of anything about the new releases. As you saw, Path of Vengeance is on my TBR this month as well, so I'm hoping to knock out these 2 big, chunky Star Wars fantasy novels, but I definitely want to read these before my trip next month. But I'm excited to see what goes on in this series, and I'm excited to meet this character, unless we met this character before. I don't remember. So yeah, I'll be using this for the time jump prop. The next one I have is to read a book with pink, red, or white on the cover because it's the month of Valentine. And so I'm also doubling up on this book because this book is my February Queer Reads book club pick for the month. And so we are going to be reading OK Cupid by Mason Deaver. I'm actually really excited for this because I'm going to start reading this next week, I think, because it's the week of Valentine's. And so I would think I want to read this the day of Valentine because of how short it is, and because the last Mason Deaver book I read it physically, and I absolutely loved it that way. So I'm very eager to see what this one has in store for me. I think I have to email him or email them again and see if it's confirmed, but I think we might have an author interview with Mason at the end of February, which would be pretty cool. Maybe beginning of March too. So that's pretty exciting. But yeah, it's super short. Hopefully I can get this off my list. And yeah, I've already talked way too much about this book on my channel ever since I got it. And then the last book I have, or last prompt I have, is to read a novella. As soon as I saw these challenges going up, I was like, read a novella. I have the perfect book for this. And I'm sad that I haven't read this in the month of January because this series I usually read in the month of January. So I was really shocked that I didn't get around to it just because of how short it is. And so I picked the new Wayward Children book. So I picked Ms. Laid, in parts half known. Oh my gosh, I cannot speak today. This is the 9th installment from Shauna McGuire. I've read all 8 books in the past, really loved them. I think 8 and 3 are my favorite. So excited to see what this one has in store. I mean, look at it. It has dinosaurs on the cover. What the heck? I'm so excited. So yeah, can't wait for this. And I hope I love this one as well because I pre-ordered this last month and I haven't read it yet. Eee! So there you have it. Those are the 5 books I'm hoping to read for TBR Tackle Challenge. One of them I don't have yet, and that's the Eternal ones. So those are the 5 books I am hoping to read. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, turn your notification on so you don't miss any new videos coming from me soon. And without further ado, I'll talk to you guys down in the comments below. Bye.